everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure video. Today, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Today I wanted to talk about the McFarlane online toy store, their customer service, some tips and suggestions on how to order for them properly to save you time and save you money and get your products as fast as you possibly can. Most of this is from personal experience, and I have a lot of good things to say and just a little bit of negative. So, if you aren't familiar with the McFarlane Toys Store, it's an online website where they sell their products. They have a ton of action figures. They even have digital figures, which I'll never understand why somebody would want a digital figure, but that's a conversation for a whole nother day. Abbreviation, MTS, McFarlane Toys Store. Yes, there's an S after toys and at store, so it's TOYS-STORE. It's a great website, and didn't start off very good, but it's gotten better and better over the last couple of years. And you may notice this box in front of me. That is really the motivation for this video, but it's going to take me a little while to get there in the story, so just hang tight. In a few minutes I'll explain what the purpose of this box is and what made me really decide to finally do this video on McFarlane Toys Store and their great customer service. So in this video, we're going to talk about the McFarlane Toys Store, how it has evolved over time, and then how you can place orders to prevent any delays, and also how you get some discounts through bundles and different coupon discount codes. So the McFarlane Toy Store first launched, it really wasn't very impressive. Frankly, I would say it sucked. The only thing that caught my attention was, I believe, the Last Night on Earth 5-pack, as I really wanted those for my unopened Batman collection. And I would have got one to open, but it was exactly the same as the individual releases, except you get the Build-A-Figure Bane. And I was always wondering, is that one a little bit better secured around the legs? But like I said, mine was to keep unopened, so I really never got to figure that out. At the beginning of the McFarlane Toy Store, they didn't offer free shipping, and honestly they still don't. That's a huge drawback there, but understandable. They didn't accept PayPal. Now, to me that was unforgivable, as I'm a huge PayPal user. That's my preferred way to buy stuff online. And it made me almost not want to shop there. But exclusives are a wonderful thing. They will force you to purchase stuff in ways or places that you wouldn't normally do it at. So I remember placing that order, and they charge you up front too, which is also sort of a drawback. They don't allow you to cancel it yourself. A lot of drawbacks to that website, and they've gotten some of them better over the time. So I placed the order, money came out of my account, and that thing was $125 plus shipping. So it was not cheap. It was actually much more expensive to buy the 5-pack than to buy the figures individually, which is a decision that makes absolutely no sense to me. But a completist like myself has to have it. A couple months later, item arrived, big package, really nice presentation on the item, and there it is. At that point, I didn't pay too much attention to the McFarlane Toys Store, as it really didn't do much for me. Didn't offer me any convenience, no discounts, no actual reason to purchase from them. But that changed over time. It was probably about a year and a half ago that I finally had my eyes back on the McFarlane Toy Store. I was a big Amazon pre-order person. I love pre-ordering from Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon because you can cancel them yourselves. They don't charge until the item's in stock, and just gives you a lot of flexibility. The McFarlane Toy Store didn't do that, and it really still doesn't do that. Once you order from there, they charge right away. You get locked into the item, so that if, I don't know, you find it at Target, you're kind of screwed and you don't want to buy it and you gotta just wait. So I remember when they dropped the Bane, Necron, and Talon bundle. Excellent wave of figures. They are all top notch, but I decided not to order them from the McFarlane Toy Store, as they never get their stuff first, and there's really just no motivation to order from them, because at the time, previous figures, other retailers would get them first. So it's like, why would I order from them? You would think McFarlane, being the source, would get them first. That's what I expected when they launched the website, and that is not what I got. But that has changed over time. A buddy of mine, he texted me and said that his bundle shipped. That's the Bane, Necron, and Talon bundle. And I'm like, what the hell? I really want that. That sucks. He's going to get it before me. I won't be able to review it early. Blah, blah, blah. So you know what? I jumped on board, decided to place my order, and at that time, I found out they were now accepting PayPal. They also were accepting Amazon Pay, which I thought was extremely interesting. I don't see a lot of websites that do that. I have PayPal credit, Amazon credit, although I'm working on dwindling that down. But it was really convenient for me to be able to place my order, place the order for the bundle, place an order for some extra Talons, and then just sit back and wait until it ships. Now, At that point, I realized, hey, these guys are ahead of the curve. They're getting stuff earlier than other people. And they should. They're the actual source, McFarlane Toys Store. After my bundle shipped, got it, enjoyed it, I did place a separate order for 6 Talons, and that took absolutely forever to ship, but I really wanted to already build my Talons. So, lesson learned there. In the future, the next wave, I pre-ordered everything at McFarlane Toy Store, and it shipped way before they anticipated. They said something like March. Their stuff would ship a good month early. And I was like, okay, cool. This is my new source for McFarlane Toys. Get it from the source, get it early. And when I got my Last Night on Earth 5-pack, they sent me a little card, and it said, use this coupon code, MTS10, McFarlane Toy Store 10. That gives you 10% off. Anybody can use that code as many times as they want. I will put that into the description below. And there are other codes sometimes you'll get, but it's really cool to be able to get 10% off all the time, and that offsets some of the shipping, not all of it. And if you get the bundle discount, a lot of your stuff ends up being cheaper than retail even after shipping and taxes. I see a lot of people hating the McFarlane Toy Store. Oh, the shipping's outrageous. Oh, this, oh, that. You're right, you're not wrong. The shipping's a lot, but they're not nearly as big as Amazon. They can't just have their own Prime shipping or they're going to lose their asses. We're already getting figures from them that are top-notch quality for a very good retail price. And if they did Prime or some sort of free shipping, they would have to raise the prices on the figures. I totally get it. I love the McFarlane toys. They are awesome, especially good bang for your buck. A lot of people compare them to Mafex or Mezco. Not a fair comparison. Those things cost better part of $100, and McFarlane toys are $20, although recently raised to $22.99, which stinks, but I get it. It's the industry nowadays. Now I can talk about each and every figure that I purchased from the McFarlane Toy Store, but that's unnecessary. Long story short, at first, I didn't have much faith in them, but that has definitely grown over time and has snowballed into them getting pretty much every pre-order from McFarlane DC Multiverse figure that they make. I even get my Spawn figures from them, etc., etc. They put a lot of exclusives out there nowadays. Target exclusives, Walmart exclusives, although usually they don't put them up there right away, but a little bit later. They've even had plenty of McFarlane Toy Store exclusives. I believe the first one they made was the Hush Superman with the angry face. And the drawback there is if you want to order that one figure, you're going to pay about $10 shipping. And for a $20 figure, that means you're paying about 150% of the price. Yes, the discount code, 10% off, not going to make big difference there. Now, when you buy the big bundles of figures, when there's a Build-A-Figure wave or just a different wave of figures, usually if you buy the bundle of 3 or 4 figures, you get a pretty hefty discount. That and the actual 10% off discount, you get a very good price, usually pay even less than retail. So financially, the best way to order from them is to get a bundle. That way you get, I don't know, 15 to 25% off the actual retail price of the figures, and then to use the 10% off coupon code on top. That usually makes it so even after shipping, it's cheaper than retail. And that, of course, is all of our goal. To get the figures at the retail price, get them as fast as we can, not pay extra. Sometimes they run extra discounts, extra coupon codes or bundle discounts for older figures. Sometimes they run one-day specials or holiday specials. Keep an eye out for that. But if you're like me and you want to get each of the McFarlane DC Multiverse figures as soon as possible for as cheap as possible, your best bet is going to be to order with the bundle discount, order by itself, add the MTS10 discount code, and usually you pay a little bit less than retail. Now, I mentioned getting the figures as fast as possible. I like to do YouTube reviews on the figures, and I like to do them as early as I possibly can. Some tips about getting your figures shipped as early as possible, and I learned a lot of this stuff when I ordered the Teen Titans bundle, Collectible Beast Boy. I ordered the entire bundle, the entire wave of 4 figures, plus the Build-A-Figure, and I added one extra Nightwing figure. If you know anything about my channel, I like to get all my Batman figures, 2 of them, one to keep unopened, and one to open and enjoy. So, everyone else was getting their Titans figures, and I wasn't. I was just waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting. Finally, I decided to email them and ask what the holdup was. Is my order stuck? Is there something I did wrong? And they basically explained to me because I ordered the one extra Nightwing figure. There's a certain team that will get all the pre-orders and fill those. Once the items are not pre-orders, they're just going to they get sent to a different team. And that team will fill the orders, of course, but they do them in order pretty much as they were sent. And they explained to me, because I ordered the extra Nightwing figure, my order didn't go to the regular pre-order team, but it went to a whole nother team that pulls the bundles together if you order an extra figure or a bunch of random stuff. So for me, it would have been a lot faster if I simply ordered the Titans bundle and didn't order the extra Nightwing. So lesson learned, I told myself, I'm never going to order an extra figure McFarlane again. I'll get my doubles from Amazon and just order single bundles here. Of course, that's not what I did. I just kept ordering the same way I did in the past. But when you add an extra figure, whether it be from that wave or from another wave, it could potentially seriously delay your order. I was delayed for a good 3 weeks or so, which is honestly a pretty long period of time watching everyone else do the reviews, etc., etc. Needless to say, my Titans Wave reviews did not do very well because they'd already been out for a very long time. Now, when the Dark Knight Trilogy bundle came out, I ordered 2 of those bundles. They were in stock, and they shipped the same day. So I thought to myself, okay, simply ordering the bundle isn't going to hurt anything as long as you order 2 of them. But I found that's not the case. When I ordered the Batwing, very expensive item, I ordered 2 of them, and I didn't get mine shipped until probably 2-3 weeks after everybody else. And I emailed McFarlane about this, asking, once again, is my order stuck or something I did wrong? Because I thought to myself, I simply ordered a pre-order item. Sure, I ordered 2 of them, but I didn't order anything else with it, nothing that should delay it. Lo and behold, their answer was just a generic piece of nonsense. They said, oh, this item doesn't ship until May, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, it's the end of April, but everyone else has theirs already, so you're just giving me a generic answer. And it shipped about the first week of May or so, but it looks like if you order a bundle, and if you add another figure, and even if you have 2 of them, it could potentially cause serious delays. So the fastest way to get a figure for the McFarlane. So now that I've addressed the best financial way to order figures from there, and the best way to order figures as far as speed goes, and really the biggest thing that's going to hurt you there is adding other figures. I've seen some people complain that they ordered a bundle with another figure and it took them so much longer. It's simply because you ordered another figure and it got sent to a different team, besides a team that would simply be pre-orders. At least that's how they explained it to me. Now let's talk about their customer service, which I'll tell you is top notch. They have one of the best customer service of any website that I've ever dealt with. I have numerous examples. So, I ordered a ton of stuff from them, and I've really never needed to use their customer service. When the Dark Knight Trilogy wave came out, my Bane, his arm was assembled incorrectly. The peg in his wrist was flipped backwards, so the thicker part that should stay into his wrist was on the outside, making it really hard to put the hand on, etc., etc. Long story short, put the peg on there, twisted around, it broke the entire joint off. I was disappointed, but of course, like I said, I get 2 of each Batman figure, so I had an extra Scarecrow that had the Bane arm so that I could replace my Bane. Meanwhile, I emailed them. I thought to myself, if they don't take care of me, I'll just get another one from Amazon and replace it that way. But they replied to me without even asking for a picture. They sent me a replacement Scarecrow. Of course, if they're out of stock on something, they're not going to be able to help you. But they sure weren't out of stock. At least not yet. They are now. But I was very impressed. They didn't ask me to send the figure back. They didn't even ask me for a picture, which I was ready to send to them. They simply made a new order for me at $0 and sent it off. Now that was the first time that I ever really used their customer service, and I was very impressed. The second time would be they put the Platinum Chase variant of the Rebirth Mr. Freeze on there. And I know a lot of people are mad because they didn't announce that drop. Most of the drops they announced, they just put it on there and the thing sold within 10 minutes. I was one of those people that was really annoyed because I love the Platinum Chase variants. They're hard to get. They cost extra to get them online. And I missed out. I was concerned it was maybe a one-off thing and I wouldn't have another chance to get it. So I emailed them saying the figure's awesome, I would love another chance to get it, are they going to put more out there? And they said they're expecting to put more out there in the future, they're going to be randomly packed in just like other Platinum Chase variants. But that didn't really help me get mine at the $20 price and get it early. Big shout out to my boy Maverick. He actually hooked me up with his, and that was awesome. But a couple weeks later, McFarlane actually emailed me out of the blue and told me the Platinum Mr. Freeze is back in stock. Now that is excellent customer service. I cannot believe whoever I emailed actually remembered that I had asked about that, thought to email me back, and that's why I was able to get that figure, the second one to keep unopened, because they simply emailed me and said, hey, this is back in stock. They had no obligation. Whoever did that, they didn't get anything from doing that. It was just great customer service. Now another example, I got the Page Punchers. I think it was the second wave that had Joker, Batman Beyond, Green Lantern, and Lex Luthor. when they sent them to me, I ordered 2 sets, as I often do. They only sent me 1 set. You know, not a big deal. People make mistakes. I totally get it. So I emailed them, and of course they sure shit sent out another set, take care of it. And when I got it, they screwed it up again. There was only no Nightwing, but they had Flash for the first wave instead. So I emailed them again, and they didn't tell me to return a Flash. They simply sent me another Nightwing figure and took care of it. Now, of course, they should fix their own mistakes, but still, good customer service, no hesitation. Now, the most recent example, I ordered the next wave of Page Punchers, which were a bunch of 2-packs, the Mutant Leader Batman, as well as Red Death, and the Batman Who Laughs. And FedEx said it was delivered. Something was really weird about this package. The day it was supposed to come out, it said out for delivery. Never actually delivered. Next day, it said out for delivery again. You know, that happens sometimes. And then at the end of the day, all of a sudden updated, said delivered, but it said delivered the day before at 1 o'clock, which was about 30 hours ago. Never seen that with FedEx. So something weird was going on. They scanned it wrong. I don't know what was going on. I had absolutely no package. I emailed McFarlane. I emailed FedEx. I opened a claim through FedEx. It got denied pretty quickly. They told me to reach out to McFarlane, which I did. McFarlane opened a claim through FedEx, which also got denied pretty quickly. And funny thing is, today when I came home, bam, this is the box sitting in front of my house. It has a FedEx label. McFarlane had already offered to replace the item, which was really cool because they aren't the ones that messed up. It was FedEx. So I actually have a replacement coming, and I noticed they sent it via USPS, which I will also tell you comes a lot faster than FedEx to them. But here it is. 10 days later, I get this, ripped to shreds, opened up. The product inside actually looks just fine. But McFarlane took care of me with no hesitation. And I'll tell you, they have no idea about my YouTube channel. It's not like they have my account flagged to take care of me, or send me free stuff. Nope, I don't get any of that stuff. I'm just a regular dude telling you their customer service is top-notch, fantastic. McFarlane, if any of you guys are watching this, thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. Excellent customer service. They definitely do customers first, and they take care of them every time they are able to. Yes, if something's sold out, pretty much impossible to take care of you. They probably offer a refund. Now, as far as canceling orders go, there's no option to cancel an order there, and sometimes that would make me hesitate because I really like the flexibility. If I find it at Target, or if I find it at Amazon or GameStop or somewhere else online, you get it faster, I want to be able to cancel it. Every time that I've emailed McFarlane to cancel a figure, they've responded to me within 24 hours and have taken care of me, no problem. Well, one exception, I emailed them to cancel the Flash Wave because I got that at Target, and it took them about 2 or 3 days to get back to me. They'd already shipped it out at that point. Not a big deal. I get they're busy, humans are involved, etc. I just took my receipt from Target and returned them there, no problem. I didn't lose anything at all. But 9 out of 10 times, they've gotten back to me really quick. They've always taken care of me. And just my experience with that Platinum Chase Mr. Freeze was really cool. It showed me just how good their customer service is. So all in all, the McFarlane Toys Store has improved from what it once was. When they first launched it, they didn't take the kind of payments that I wanted. They didn't get the products in fast. And it just seemed like pointless to order anything from them. Nowadays, they get their stuff usually earliest. Although I found Walmart, Target, they're getting their stuff not very long after. Maybe a week after, 2 weeks at the most. Great customer service, exclusives there, really fast shipping, really fast responses when I email them, and they've taken care of me every time there's been a problem, even when it's not their fault. Take this, for example. They had no obligation. They could have just said, well, sorry for your luck. You should have set up FedEx to drop it off somewhere else. You should have got, a doorbell camera, whatever. No, they do a great job. So the whole purpose of this video was to give McFarlane a huge shout out for their customer service. Fantastic. Also to explain why maybe some of you guys get shipping delays. If you order something that's in stock right now, but you add something that's not, and they actually don't even allow you to do that anymore. But say you pre-order a bunch of different stuff, they're going to wait till every single thing is in stock. And if they're behind and busy, and you order like that, you're going to get put to the back of the line. It's unfortunate, but I learned my lesson. I know how to order from them a little more efficiently nowadays. Then also, make sure you use the MTS10 bundle discount. It can be used as many times as you want on their website. So I hope some of you guys found this information useful. I know I sure would have liked to have known all this stuff when I first started ordering from them. But as a whole, I want to say, I absolutely fucking love McFarlane Toys. They are awesome. The DC Multiverse figures are great. The value is amazing. About 20 bucks a figure. 7-inch scale. Unique sculpts. Mostly good paint jobs, but they could improve there a little bit. But it's a $20 mass retail figure. I totally get it. As a whole, I'd say best figures on the market. Best bang for your buck. Best value. Very durable. And very Batman heavy, which is right up my alley. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.